everybody, Brandy Joy here, and I have sugar with me this time. So I have a little bit of a weird setup this evening because I am in the process of moving into a new place, and so I have Shug here on a little blanket on the couch with me, and she is super happy to be joining us. She loves sitting next to me, so she has good energy, and you can probably hear her moaning a little bit because that's her happy purr. She thinks she's a cat, so she purrs. So, hi everybody. Good to see you. So, can everybody hear me okay? We're doing February 5th through the 11th already of 2018. And it's Monday night. And we're just coming out of the lunar eclipse energies a little bit, finally, a little bit. They're still there. It's funny, I heard something from a family member today about how they heard some interesting news that was very shocking to them that they needed to know today or yesterday. And I said, yeah, well, we still have these lunar eclipse energies. So, yeah. Hi. Oh, good evening, everyone. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm finally in the process of moving here, and it's so much to do. But I'll have a nicer setup hopefully Wednesday night. You know, for now you get to look at my dog. I figured she'd be kind of a fun little prop. Since I don't have my usual behind me. I'm doing all right, thank you. I have been working so much. I've been doing so much lately. I need to slow down and breathe and meditate. I was doing a little bit of meditation before this session. That helped me to unwind a little bit and get comfortable so we can do this. Oxygen, right? Oxygen. Yeah, so you ready? All right. I'm Brandy Joy, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about your week. If you pick A, B, or C, we'll see what the energies have in store for you this week. And then, of course, if you want a private reading, just let me know. You can message me. I've been a little bit slow getting back to people the past 5 days because I've been super, super busy. But I will get back to you within 24 to 48 hours usually. I do need to get an assistant eventually because I work at the university, and then I do this, and then I have, everything else going on in life. It's crazy. All right, cool. We've got some A's, B's, and C's all coming in. A nice mix. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to get a nice setup in here, so it'll be much, much more appealing visually soon. I don't know. I can't promise it'll be this week that it'll be that much more appealing, but eventually it will look much nicer. Okay. Yeah, great. Everybody is chiming in. Oh, I'm feeling some A energy right here. Let's see what we got. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Nice. Fire. That's what I felt. I felt a little like spark, and Six of Pentacles for my A's. So A, you got Page of Wands, Six of Pentacles. I'll interpret those in a few minutes here. B, Nine of Wands. Look at that. So much fire this week. Woo! We're going into that solar eclipse energy already, right? Oh my goodness. Let's see. Oh my. Are you ready? The Tower. So if you chose B, you got the Tower this week. Oh my. Okay. And for C, let's see what C is. Five of Wands again, guys. We got the Five of Wands again. And Page of Pentacles. How interesting. We have got a lot of Wands and Pentacles this week, right? Interesting. Okay. Fire and money, right? Production. Hope you're using that Aquarius energy wisely. Sugar, they all fell. They fell in her dog bed. So I call her Shuggy Bug. Okay. Oh, really, Susan? Yeah. You chose A again for the 10th time. Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see what we got. This is a really interesting mix this week. This is very different from what we've had recently, I think. Okay, so if you chose A, we have the Page of Wands. You're working. You know, Page of Wands is a card of like inspiration and new beginnings and moving forward. So you're very focused right now. You're very focused on like, you know, writing or doing, you know, working, doing stuff from inspiration, feeling like very driven, very passionate about something. So this is going to pay off for you. You know, it looks like you're going to start getting some return for whatever this work is that you're putting in this week. So keep going is what it's saying. Whatever you're doing, if you're an A, oh, Nicole, didn't you say you were an A? Right? So Page of Wands is work, do it, inspiration, new fire, new passion, new energy, like put that into it and you're going to end up with some money, right? So this is the card of giving and receiving. We have the 6 Pentacles and you can see that this guy is like giving money to people that need it. So getting the help when you need it. So you're probably helping people and in return, they're going to help you. This is a really good week for you if you chose A. Looks like whatever you're investing in right now, that inspiration, that passion, it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off for other people and for yourself. This is perfect for this lunar eclipse energy because this is a Leo fire with Aquarius and it's all about giving and receiving and helping and service to others and everything and community. So this is great. If you're an A, you're on the right track here with that lunar eclipse. It's all about giving, receiving, and helping, and you're going to get back in return. So very nice cards. This is like a time of you really starting to move forward with something. You know, you're kind of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, what could be, you know. So if you're an A, it looks like good energies this week. You know, I'm sure there's other things going on in your life, but with whatever that passion, that inspiration is, you're definitely moving forward with it. Oh, cool, Cynthia. Awesome. Oh, you started your journal. Wonderful. Yes, this is a card of like actually getting down there on the paper and writing, you know, using your pen. Can y'all hear me okay? Is my microphone loud enough tonight? I noticed on one of my videos a couple of weeks ago that I had it a little bit too low, and I have this one further away today. So I've never done this in this room before. How's the sound? Do I need to turn it up a little bit maybe or anything? A team, that's cute. All right, so if you're a B, we got the 9 of Wands. All right, so the 9 of Wands is that you're feeling a little stressed out. You're feeling a little beat up. Okay, cool. Sound is good. Awesome. You're feeling like you got to hold your ground, right? So this is a card. You can see that it's like he's kind of wounded. You can, yeah, and you can see that he has like, you know, all these wands here and he's kind of been through the war already. So you feel like you've been through the war and you're still having to stand your ground, you know? So the 9 of Wands is just like, I'm still watching out. Whew. I think that's me this week. I've been so stressed out and tired and just working, you know, working at the university and moving and just doing a million things. And then I had all these social obligations, you know, so it's just been a really intense week for me. So I bet I'm a 9 of Wands. Oh, you have a test tomorrow. There you go. Okay. So if you are a B, you got the major arcana card, the Tower, this week. So you're standing your ground, feeling a little beat up. You're going to get a surprise this week. You're going to get a shock. So as you're feeling this tension, as you're feeling this stress, you know, this is going to be a stressful week for you. Okay. So this is going to be a little bit of some shock. My dog is cleaning herself. Stop it. Not now. We don't need to listen to that. That's cute. Okay, so I'm sorry if you're a bee, but you're going to get a little bit of a shock this week. You know, you're going to get a little bit of a surprise this week. It's going to be a little bit of like illusions crumbling, right? So if you've been living in a little bit of a dream world, that's going to kind of smack you in the face. Some of that lunar eclipse and solar eclipse energy might be coming around to you specifically if you chose B. You know, in terms of transformations and shocks and news that maybe you weren't prepared to hear, or maybe you knew it was coming, and then when you hear it, like, oh my God, you know, so if you're a bee, I'm definitely seeing some shock energy. So just be aware of that, you know, that illusions are crumbling, and maybe you already got the news, you know, and maybe this is a time where you're feeling like this Nine of Wands, you know, you're already feeling like, oh my God, I've got to stand my ground here because I'm dealing with this shock. I'm dealing with this illusion that's crumbling, this Uranus energies. These Uranus energies, Aquarius is the south node of this eclipse, right? And Uranus is all about shocks and surprises and stuff. So you're definitely feeling the south node this week, you know? And just know that whatever illusion crumbles, it's there to protect you. It's crumbling on purpose for you. It's like, hey, illumination, you need to know this. You've got to learn how to deal with this. It's going to make you a better person if you deal with it in the right way. So if you're a bee, that's what you've got. You've got the energies of the shocks, of the Uranus energies. My dog's funny. They do pick the funniest times to clean. I know. Whenever I'm working with a client or I'm doing something serious, all of a sudden I hear her, oh, meditation, whatever. It's like, block, block, block. I'm like licking myself here. Yeah. Okay, you ready, C? You ready? Okay, here we go. If you chose C, we have the Five of Wands. All right. So the Five of Wands is a card of tension. So we got B's got tension, C's got tension, okay? This is a little bit different though. So it looks like you're dealing with some differences, okay? So if you're a C, if you chose C, you're dealing with, you know, tension and like differences and trying to figure things out and get things settled between people and just settle your life down. I'm a C too, and I no. It's like there's so many different shirts here. You see all the different shirts, you know? This is a card of change, but it's the Five of Wands is not as harsh as the other fives in the deck. This is a card of tension, you know, trying to settle things, kind of they're bopping each other on the head, but not quite. They're not actually hitting each other. You can see that no one's actually touching another person's head here. Okay. So what we have is just like tension and conflict, but they're like teenagers or kids, right? Preteens, and they have all these different shirts on, which means they're different. They come from different opinions. So this is just like you're settling differences, you know, you're working with differences. You're trying to settle things down and you're trying to figure things out. And maybe this is in your own head. Maybe you have these differences, these dialectical tensions in your own head where you're like, well, I could go this way or I could go this other way. You know, I could have this job or I could go back to school or I could do this modality to help people or, you know, it's just like you're trying to figure things out. And so there's a tension this week for you. You know, you're working with differences. You're trying to settle things down, right? Now, with this Five of Wands, this is a fiery card. This is inspiration. This is going to help you propel forward. Right. And that's why we get these fire energies. It's like, all right, tension and conflict. You're ready to move forward. You got to figure things out, whether they're in your own head internally or whether they're externally. You're dealing with tension. You're dealing with differences and you're trying to settle them down. But that this week is going to be like that for you. It's going to be this tension, this underlying pressure, you know, and yeah, figuring out options. Exactly. So what we got from the C, if you're a C, we've got the Page of Pentacles as your advice card. Now, the Page of Pentacles is a card of kind of taking those tension energies, right, and transforming them into a solid structure. So here we have the Page of Pentacles. Perfect for moving forward and to be more grounded. So focus. This is a card of focus. This is a card of working on projects. So you have all this fiery tension energy trying to figure stuff out. Focus. Meditate on it. Focus, right? If you need to brainstorm, do something that focuses you instead of all of this, right? Focus down. Like, you know, go down, put on the blinders and go, all right, focus. What do I need to do to make this happen? Do I need to make a list? You know, do I make a list from going from backwards from the goal? All right, the ultimate goal is this, so let's work this way. Let's go, all right, the 30th or 100th thing that I have to do is I'm going to be, you know, this career person, right? Or whatever it might be, a business owner, whatever it might be. And then work backwards. Like, what do I need to do to get there? And then start working on that slowly. So this is a week of focus for you. So Page of Pentacles is all about focusing on the kingdom, focusing on the physical world, focusing in a way of moving forward physically. So, you know, it's like meditate, brainstorm, make a list, do something, work on something, be mindful of right now. You know, I always say that the opposite of live, L-I-V-E, is evil, E-V-I-L, the opposite, right? When you spell it. And so if you're not living in the present and focusing forward, then you're living in the past, which is evil, which is the devil, which is lived, right, backwards, which is living in the past, and really just not focusing and being mindful and living now. And you want to work forward. You don't want to work backwards, because when you're dealing with the past, all it does is self-restrict you, create bondage, hold you back, move forward. So if you're a C, you're dealing with these underlying tensions, it's time for you to focus. Take it, you know, put those blinders on. Focus. That's what you've got to do this week. You have got to focus. However that works for you. Everybody's different, but you know that my favorite is meditation. I feel like when I really get mindful into something and I do some pranayama, do some Kriya Tantra, you know, I become a super in the moment. And that is when you're truly living, and that's when your brain chemistry is turned on the right way and you're there, you know, and that's when you don't feel like your life is going by in a breeze and you forget about it, you know. So I hope that helps all of you. This is going to be an interesting week as we're coming out of the lunar eclipse, going into the solar eclipse energies. Lots of transformations taking place, hopefully internally as well as externally. And that's the thing, is lunar eclipse and solar eclipse, they do transform you on the outside externally, but that's to transform you on the inside. So if you're already working on the inside, a lot of times you won't get as many shocks from the external, right? As above, so below, as within, so without, you know? So that's the hexagram, which I have on my arm, all about that, right? All about the duality of our nature and how what we are looking out at is really a reflection of what's internally in here, you know? So work on your mindfulness this week. It looks like there's a lot of crazy energies this week. So this should be interesting to see what y'all do with this, right? And I love hearing from you all. I love feedback. You ever have questions, feel free to reach out. I have my community Vibe Tribe on Facebook. If you don't see it on my page here, it's linked. But if you don't see it, if you don't find it, feel free to message me and ask me for the link if you're not in there. And we all support each other. I also have a tarot masterclass that if you'd like to be a part of, let me know. And I also have a tantric basic class if you'd like that. I'm going to be working on redesigning my website soon. So I know some things are down right now and a little weird and wacky. So it's better to contact me if you need anything or want anything. Feel free to reach out, though. It's always nice to hear from all of you. And if you want a personal private reading with me, I do those as well throughout the week. I focus mainly on astrology, but I also pull cards for you if you'd like tarot. So yeah, I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Let's see what we have in the comments here real quick. You take the tarot class? Cool, Molly. Just let me know. It's the Vibe Tarot Masterclass. It's my masterclass. I spent years putting that together. And so it's a at your own pace type of course. You get to go all through all the video lessons and workbooks and all that stuff on your own digitally. And then we have a live class that you can join every month. And I record that if you can't make it. And we also have a closed Facebook group on there as well that you can only enter if you're in the Vibe Tarot Masterclass. And we practice together, although lately we haven't been very active in it. And I'm hoping to get a little bit more active here soon. So yeah. Guided meditation. Yeah, Miranda. I'm not into guided meditation. I actually have the tantric course, which I teach you how to do your own active meditation, which is tantra is really just chakra clearing, chakra opening, pranayama, which is deep breath work and getting the oxygen into the body. And then you transform it with kriya and you do mantras. So you're doing the chakra chants and you're moving the chakras. So the kind of meditation work that I do, I'm a martial artist, so I'm very, very active. So I like to do the crazy stuff. I like to do all of the, go in here and do all the sound work and all of that. So that's the kind of stuff that I teach. And I have a lot of YouTube videos on this stuff, as many of you know. If you go to my YouTube, go to my meditation playlist or my tantric playlist, I have a lot of these techniques on there that I share with you guys. But that's what I recommend. I don't recommend listening to somebody walk you through stuff. I mean, it helps some people, but I find it quite boring. I'm a hypnotist, though. I do stuff like that where I walk people into past lives and everything. But I really just like to do the tantric work. I like to do the really active work. It transforms your whole body and your mind and your spirit. It's amazing. So that's what I recommend. I think that's the best. It changed my life. So the Tantra class is absolutely nothing like the tarot class. The Tantra class is just a video course where I break down, it has individual little lessons where I just show you the techniques. I teach you the techniques very quickly. And then it has a 15-minute session that you do with me where I take all those techniques and I walk you through my daily sequence that I do every single day. And it's about 15 minutes exactly, I think. It's a 15-minute session. So yeah, it's a video course that I send you in a little ebook format. So you have all the little links. So you just click on it and you watch the video. And then you can do that every day. That's my tantric course. My tantric course is really it's a little ebook. I sent it to you. It's $25. The Vibe Tarot Masterclass is much bigger and comprehensive. Whereas the other thing is just my sequence that I do that healed me and really changed my life. So those are the two things that I mainly offer besides my readings. Yeah. Yeah, just let me know if you need anything. And if you ever need a link or if you're confused about anything, yeah, feel free to reach out to me. I'm always responsive. Who's behind me? My dog. This is Shuggy Bug. If somebody else is in here, then I just moved in here over the weekend and I have been sensing things myself. So yeah, I think someone might have passed away here. But whatever. Oh, thanks. Yeah, let me know if you need anything. Y'all have a wonderful week and I will see you Wednesday night. I'll see you Wednesday night for our horoscope where we talk about the astrology of the next week. All right, 10 p.m. Eastern every Monday and Wednesday. Y'all have a great couple of days and I'll see you Wednesday night. All right. Bye for now, everybody.